Rich and beautiful risings, beloved. So today is a brand new day, and today I want to talk to you about using a technique. And it's simply not really even a technique, it's like putting filters in place for your next move, like for whatever you do next, running it through a filter. And this does many things, but one of the main things is it brings you to your inward experience. It brings you inside to take a look to see if you're okay in there. We're always taught in yoga not to touch anything when we're disturbed, when there's a disturbance in the force, because when you touch something out of disturbance, you're always manipulative. You're always doing what you do to try to make yourself have a sense of okay. But if you bring yourself to a place of peace first and then make your next move, then you are responding out of your higher self, your higher energy. So the technique is this. When you pause, you put a series of filters in place. And the first filter is intention, checking your intention. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Being brutally honest with yourself. Sometimes you'll find that why you do the things you do can be rooted in fear and insecurity, and just inward ugliness, just unhealed stuff that's still swirling around in there that needs to get dealt with. Second, you need to ask yourself, is this a waste of time or is this forward motion? This is an important question because we don't realize that when we respond out of those parts of us that are still unhealed, a lot of times we spin on that hamster wheel. We waste our time. There are bits and pieces of my inner child that's still dealing with that daddy wound, that mommy wound. And my behavior, when it is the result of that energy, is very toxic and creates a lot of suffering for myself. There's an inner teenager in there. I know y'all see me wild and seemingly out of control, but sometimes I intentionally set that part of myself free so that she can be liberated and come up. Many of my teenage years were in survival mode, so I didn't get to express myself. So, and she can also be ornery too. So I have to make sure I'm checking the intention of why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is a powerful practice, just taking a pause and having filters in place. Another one is, am I creating more love or am I creating suffering? With what I'm about to do, with this thing I'm about to say, with this message I'm about to send, with this whatever, am I creating more love? Because love is the highest vibration and it's always what you try to reach for. Or am I creating suffering? Work on these things. I'm working on these things. We will work on these things together. I love you.